Hello and welcome to Aging Fearlessly, the place where we can learn how to successfully transition from one life phase to another. I'm your host, Guillermo, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. Now, the controversy about the age of our presidential candidates and their ability to hold such a demanding job has become a referendum on whether people in their 70s or older should be allowed to remain in the workplace. Now, as we all know, as we get older, unfortunately, we suffer or may suffer from diminished capacities that may prevent us from holding particular jobs, like playing linebacker in the National Football League, or being a race car driver, or perhaps even being President of the United States. But I think so much of this has to do with the individual's capacity to perform their duties and not because of his or her age or sex, race, etc. This is strictly situational based on the physical, mental, and emotional demands of the job and the candidate's ability to meet them. Arguing that people should be prevented from doing something solely based on their age is the definition of ageism to me. Now, there are many people in their 70s and 80s who are still out there capably performing their duties as CEOs of large companies. They're artists, writers, actors, musicians, doctors, etc. You know, Mick Jagger's 81 years old, the same age as Joe Biden. But you don't hear people arguing that he should step down from the Rolling Stones, do you? Of course not. But this is why I wanted to talk about this. Reaching your limits is not age-related. It is a human condition. Like a young man who has to let go when he's rejected by the woman he pursues. Or a female college athlete who has to accept that she's just not good enough to compete at the higher levels. Or a young wife who has to face the fact that she has a medical condition that will not allow her to have children. Or a mid-level manager who gets passed over for every promotion to younger candidates. Now, I've come to understand in my life that the limits we all face are simply roadblocks that send us in another direction. They make us let go of our dreams, but so that we can create new ones that may be more fitting to support who we truly are. Limits make us see the fork on the road ahead. Our lives don't end because of them. They simply show us that we must go in another direction. However, one duty those of us have as we get older is that of helping to inspire and prepare younger people to fill the positions we're leaving behind. Perhaps this is an area that needs to be further emphasized and analyzed for us that are in this third age of life that can really make a difference in the lives of those who come after us. And perhaps this is an area that needs to be further demanded of our leaders as they grow older. Nevertheless, growing old is simply another phase of life. It's neither right nor wrong. It simply is. You don't need a cure for it. But no one should be handicapped from pursuing their dreams simply because of their age. We should stick to measuring abilities. Now, I'm always amazed by scientific pursuit of human immortality. Why, I say? Immortality is not going to change the fact that we will always run into limits and barriers. We will never get everything we want. No number of drugs, creams, cosmetic surgery, supplements, or energy drinks will ever change that. Now, let me leave you with this poem by Becky Hemsley, which I think best summarizes what I'm trying to say. No one tells the oceans or the trees or the mountains that they're too old. They talk of how grounded, how awesome they are. Imagine if we thought the same way about ourselves as we got older. Maybe we would realize how spectacular we are. We are spectacular. Yes, that's you and me. We're a miracle, and we should never lose sight of that as long as we live. Thank you for hanging in there with me today.